name is Olubusola Akode. I'm a student in public speaking class. I'm here to motivate you about limiting time on playing video games by teenagers. I believe that video game could possibly get in the way of important learning in school, such as schoolwork, extracurricular activities, and at the same time for tests and quizzes if teenagers spend too much time on playing the video game. I have a personal story to share with you. I have a friend that she works 2 jobs. Because of the fact that she's not home most of the time, the son took advantage of the fact that her mom is not home. He's always playing the video game. And the video game really took him away from concentrating on his studies. Times in which he's supposed to spend on studying or doing so many other things, he started playing the video game. And then the video game was so violent that he became aggressive. He had low self-esteem. He wasn't performing on a good grade in school. So the mother had to take a drastic step. And the drastic step the mom did was to make sure that the boy stopped playing. He did not stop. She limited the time. For teenagers, yes, they need to have time to do so many other things, but not just video game. They can have time outside playing with their friends. They can be outside. They can be indoor playing, and at the same time, they can have time to meditate and read books. But with this boy, he was not doing all that. And when the mother did that, by setting limits on the video game, there was a tremendous change in him. Number 1, he was able to focus more on his studies. Now he has a better understanding of what he's supposed to do. And the reason why I am talking about this today is to motivate every one of you to avoid such problems. I care about this because of the future of our teens is all in our hands. We are the author of our faith. And whatever that we do in life, we need to inculcate good things in our sons, in our daughters, in our children, in our families. By this, and according to recent research that I read about teens, it was said that it was very alarming to see that about 43% of all the adolescents watch more than 2 hours per day on TV, video game. By this, that 43% time that is spent on that could be spent on something else that's much more academically, they'll be more physically, they'll be able to help them in every other thing. And the most important part of it all is that it lowers their self-esteem. Because if you spend too much time watching video, it's all about shooting, trying to aim at something, and you aggressively, and you'll be so consumed in it. Sometimes you'll be talking to a teenager, playing the video game, and they're busy playing. They didn't even hear you. What if the house go on fire or something happened? But as a parent, I am here to say that we need to set limits on it. Some of the problems that we can face if there's no limit set on video gaming is that they will have low performance in their education, in their academics. There will be some medical problems like hunchback because they're busy sitting down on the computer and trying to their eyes, they start having bad eyesight. They get dizziness sometimes, and they're so tired because of the fact that they're busy and engrossed in that. And at the same time, it can lead to relationship between parents and the teenager because the teenager has spent so much time that they don't have personal time or family time to spend together. And most of the time, parents uses gifts and stuff to build love in between parents, in between teenagers and between teenagers and themselves. So that shouldn't really be the case. These are some of the solutions that I think that parents should be doing. Parents should set a scheduled time. Setting a scheduled time is telling them that, okay, at a certain point in time, this is the time in which you can use in playing video games. I'm not saying that they shouldn't play video games, but too much of everything is bad. And if they play too much of video game, it's going to limit so many things. At the same time, inside the house, parents need to have like a public space for everybody to play the game. It shouldn't be installed in their bedroom. It should be somewhere that's central for everybody to use. And the most important part of it all, parents, friends, family, we need to know the rating on all these video games. The rating, you can go to the rating system and be able to know the exact and what's the rating on this. If it's too much of violence, it's going to affect them. But if it's something educational, it's still okay. Then, if we are able to set limits, there are so many advantages that comes with it. Number one, they'll be able to focus more on their education. They'll be able to interact with others. They'll be able to do much more. And families and friends will be able to develop more time together. Another things that we can do instead of playing the video game is to enroll most of the students in our extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities in the sense that they can be enrolled in playing sports, they can be enrolled in going to the gym, they can do so many other things. And at the same time, they should parents, as parents, we need as students and as friends and mentors and everybody, we need to encourage them to go and play outside, play with friends. And then we should build like a family time, because that is most of the problems most Americans or most people are facing all over the world. There is less family time. If there is a family time, a family that have time to spend together will be able to avoid all this violence, all the crimes, and all the drug addictions that is happening outside. And at the same, and with everything that I've just said now, I'm going to challenge each and every one of us to take time out to follow all the steps, to like as much as we can, because I believe that if video games is limited, there will be more time. The student will be able to perform academically, and then will be able to avoid so many problems. Is there any questions?
You have kids, do you think that you can avoid your kids from limiting them from playing video games, especially at home?
Yes, you can limit the video game time. It's if you give them 2 hours in a day, 2 hours in a week, then during the weekend, it might be something like 2 hours maybe during the weekend. But during the week, there's so many other, at least they come back around 4 o'clock. They should finish their homework and be able to do so many other things. And then if you enroll them in some other extracurricular activities, then they'll definitely have to limit the time in which they spend on video games. Any other question?
Can you do away with it without the video game?
Well, it's a personal preference. If you feel that you need to do away with it, then do away with it. But if you feel that you don't have to, then you don't have to. But I think there should be a limit, not to do away with it, because they still need, because some of the video games are educational. Okay. If there's no more question, thank you for listening.